Hello all and welcome to the first lesson of your Be Your Own IT computer training program. I'm really excited. Today is a great day for us. We've got a new website. We're outlining this brand new training program and we're going to tell you a little bit in each lesson. And remember that we do take requests. So email us at support@beyourownit.com and we'll try to custom make a lesson just for you. We want to make sure that we answer everybody's questions. It doesn't matter if we have 10,000 questions that come in, that's great. We love to help people. So kind of as your quote-unquote teacher or professor perhaps, I just want to give you a little bit of extra knowledge about this first lesson. We talk about kind of the computer basics, what they are, and the important things. So basically that comes down to processor, memory or RAM, and a hard drive. Okay, so there's a lot of things that I could tell you general specs about what they do, right? So a processor, that's kind of the brains of the computer. It's oftentimes confused. People think, oh, I have a slow computer so I need to upgrade my processor. It oftentimes isn't the processor. So I want you to get familiar with that. Inside your computer, this picture here is a picture of what similar to what your processor is going to look like, only much smaller. But typically, well, always, it's going to be under a big aluminum or copper heat sink with a fan on top. So that's how you'll be able to locate that. If you go down here to memory, most RAM or memory looks like this. That word's interchangeable. Quietly, RAM is one of the most important parts of your computer. Oftentimes people don't buy enough to make sure that they are meeting their needs, nor do they upgrade it as they grow. So they get enough RAM when they buy their computer, but as time goes on, they don't expand their RAM, but they run more programs. They start doing more than they ever did before with their computer. So it's important to understand a little bit about this. Hard drive is another thing that people sometimes get caught up with on the wrong numbers. So it's important to remember that there's also a performance aspect with hard drives. Obviously we all know size and how many gigabytes your hard drive is, but it's important to remember too that that big platter on the inside, most hard drives have an RPM too. So some are 5400 RPM, which is still very typical, 7200 RPM, which is generally better, and some are 10,000 or more RPM. Now the more RPMs you get, the higher performance the drive is. Oftentimes there's a trade-off where you're going to have more RPMs but less available hard drives or hard drive space. So you're going to have to make that decision. Personally, I prefer performance over quantity, because you could really buy a high performance hard drive for your operating system, okay? And then we all know you can buy hard drives extremely cheap, right? So you can buy a terabyte hard drive and not really care how it performs and use that to store your MP3s or your photos or whatever you want, and run your operating system and all your major programs off a very highly performing hard drive. So that's something that you want to get into as you start building your computers and when you're out looking for computers. But there's some interesting facts in this lesson, I think, and I wanted to add some value with this video. And I also want to let you know two things. Like one, I'm not really assigning quote-unquote homework, but if you feel comfortable, you should open your computer and try to identify these parts inside. And you can always email me again at support@beyourownit.com with any questions you have about this lesson. We'll be happy to answer them. And any questions about your hard drive or about what they might look like, or how to know when a hard drive is dying. Often typically there's a knocking noise or grinding. Most people notice a general loudness with their computer. When memory is going, typically you have a lot of, sometimes people think it's a spyware issue or a virus issue, but most memory problems manifest themselves in random computer lockups, not so much in a performance degradation type scenario. Usually your computer will lock up when that goes. Same with the CPU. And let me say that in my years, in over a decade of computer repair using computers, I've probably seen 10 dead or dead processors. It just doesn't happen. Um, Even with that said, I always recommend buying retail box over OEM, but we can talk about that as we go along. And if you guys have questions about what the difference is between retail box and OEM, or what kind of RAM to buy, or what kind of hard drive to buy, please submit your questions to me at support@beyourownyt.com. If you're watching this video and you're interested in getting into our free computer training program, make sure that you shoot on over to beyourownyt.com, sign up for the training program. It's completely free, and we'll keep you in the loop. And again, we'll do custom videos and custom projects, and we'll all work together to achieve everyone's goals. This program is for people of a variety of different skill levels. So I'd like to welcome you all to the program, and I look forward to growing our class bigger and bigger and helping more and more people each day. So thanks for your time, and don't forget to submit your questions or requests.